Okay, all right, so maybe. That's just me joining her journey. That ain't my journey. That's not my path. Hey Tipsy friends, I'm Sarita.
I'm Nikki, and we're your favorite sisters.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back if you're returning.
We are so happy that you're here. My sister and I do bookish content. We also do a lot of lifestyle situations. We are your go-to girlies for the indie romance.
Yes. And today we got some book goals for you guys.
But before then, we would like to say Happy New Year.
I know, it's been a minute. How is the new year treating you guys so far?
We hope it's well.
Because it's been kicking our butts.
I feel like we just brought a lot of baggage from 2024 into 2025.
Yes.
And now it's time to rest. Like that's where we're at right now. Nikki was getting over a serious cold, y'all. She couldn't even talk.
And some people took advantage of that.
I did not. I am not some people. She must be talking about our mother.
Okay, wow. Let's get into the book goals.
First off, have y'all set book goals? That is something that I've struggled with this year. I feel like I really couldn't figure out what I wanted. Like, I had all this grandeur in my mind, but then I'm like, baby, how are you going to accomplish that? And then that's when it set into these little bit of goals. And I'm like, well, damn, that's not enough.
Well, I think it is interesting because before, like, starting as book bloggers or things like that, even the beginning of SIP, we didn't set goals. We just kind of read and did what we wanted. But growing, I'm seeing the benefit of it. But I agree, sometimes I feel like it's such a daunting task of knowing what to actually pick and do. Especially, it's like you want to accomplish it, but then when you don't, you kind of feel bad. At least I do.
So I don't know if I feel bad, but I just kind of feel like, what were you doing all year, girl? Like, I guess maybe that's feeling bad because I'm like chastising myself, like, do better, bitch. But that's just me.
Okay, so let's get these goals. You want me to go first? Or do you want to share your first?
It's up to you.
So picking the number of books I wanted to read has never been so stressful as it was this year. Normally I set over 300 goals, and last year I didn't even make it to 300, which is crazy. But I find that now with doing Instagram and YouTube, it's so hard to make time to just read like I was before. So I decided to scale it back a little bit and not put so much pressure on myself to outperform myself each year like I had been doing. So the number of books I want to read is, at least what my good notes will be set to, is 102 books. I feel so like, what? Saying that? But it's actually really hard.
So I wouldn't say reading the books has been hard for me. It's actually bringing the content to you that's what's been hard for me. Because I still read 275 books last year. So, I mean, I'm not saying to beat, but I did do it.
To beat.
But I didn't tell you guys that I read those many books.
That's
so
true.
I'm mad with myself because I didn't keep up with sharing the actual, the stuff, what we doing here. I forgot to share that.
The content doesn't show you read those many books.
Yes, but I did read that many. But I feel
Is
like...
that including rereads?
No.
Doesn't include rereads for me either.
It does not include rereads. Even though towards the end of the year, that's all I did was reread.
Same.
But I didn't do well tracking them to say like, okay, this was a new author, this was a new narrator. So I'm a little upset with myself there. And because the way my Audible works, it's like, you've read it here, and then maybe sometimes Nikki will go and reread it, so then it moves it, or read it for herself. So it's just I'm gonna do better at tracking. I can't tell you how yet, but I know I'm going to do better at that. So my goal is smaller, but I feel like it will help me bring the content and do the reviews, baby, because I did not.
That's on my list.
I didn't do 275 reviews. Okay. So the books that I'm going to be reading is 190 books. I know that's random, but I'm going to do 190 books.
Do reviews is definitely one of my goals. I want to do 100 book reviews.
Well, if you're only reading 102 books, baby, I think you could add the extra 2.
Mind your business. These are my goals. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Because I always say, I'm going to review each book. I'm not going to review each book I read. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not a good book blogger. I will try to do a video review. Like, I want to be consistent with our monthly wrap-ups and talk about the books I read. But I know myself, and as the moody girl I am, I'm not going to do a book review for every book I read. But I do want to have a consistent, solid 100 at the end. If I do more than that, I'm going to be so pleased and happy. But 100 written book reviews is my goal for this year.
Okay. I actually want to write a review for each book that I read. I have
Which means
read.
I have to write a review. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
I have read 3 books so far this year. I feel ashamed that I only have read 3 books this year, but I done wrote reviews for all 3.
Period.
So I am on track, and that makes me happy. So I'm going to continue to do that.
Okay, and so not including my 102 books, I want to finish. So it's actually more than that, but whatever. I want to finish 2 whole series. Because of my mood reading, I do jump around a lot, or I'll just like blow through something.
Mm-hmm.
But last year I didn't blow through like any series. So I really want to be consistent and, like you said, track it, which I'm going to use Notion this year to track my books. So I want to be consistent. And if I pause a series or a book, I want to keep track of that. So like you said, I can go back, because I find that when my mood shifts, I will jump to whatever the new mood is. And then when it's back to that, I'm looking for a new book versus going back to the book I was really enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like on average, unless someone mentioned, but I'm like, I really like that. Why did I stop reading that? Oh, I'm gonna read it again. Or if I'm just scrolling, because sometimes my mood is to just scroll and find a book, then I'm like, I was really enjoying that. And I'll click on it. But now I wanna be more purposeful about finishing what I'm starting when the mood hits, if that makes sense.
I like that.
Thank you.
My next goal is to journal. I want to do my reading journal. I want to do my physical journal. I want to do my prayer journal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to journal. I start off strong every year, and one little thing happens and I'm like a feather blown away, and now I can't continue with anything. I want to be strong in what I want to do this year, and I'm setting an alarm like, hey, time to journal, babe, let's not forget. So I want to journal. I want to be able to look back on things, and I want to be able to reflect. And if I don't actually do it, I'll never get to do it.
Right.
So that is a really big goal for me this year.
I like that. I have be consistent with my reading journal as well. I'll be doing digital journaling. And I want to read 6 non-romance books this year. I always say like 12, like a book a month. That's not realistic for me. I want to push myself, but I also want to be realistic. So I don't know what those 6 books are. I have an idea of like 2 at the moment for sure, but I don't know what those 6 books are. I just know I want to try and broaden, because last year I read a few nonfictions and I really enjoyed them. And it's so rare that I step out of my romance comfort box to experience it unless someone brings it to me. So I want this year to push myself and seek out more genres. I read everything in the romance space, but anything that's not romance. So we're gonna do better this year and try and mix it up a little bit.
I am not doing that. If it falls into my lap, fine, but I'm trying to read 190 books and tell them about 190 books, baby. What you trying to do is what you trying to do.
I want a buddy to read that one book though.
Okay, that's something we're gonna have to talk about.
The one from the girl from One Tree Hill, her autobiography about the cult.
Okay, all right.
I can't remember what her name is.
I do when I'm actually reading about that. Wasn't she Haley on One Tree Hill? She was. Okay. All right. So maybe. That's just me joining her journey. That ain't my journey. That's not my path. Need y'all to know that. It's not my path. And you know what else I want to do, y'all? I really, really, really want to read a trendy book when it's on trend. Because I am an audio girly, by the time it goes to audio, it's no longer popular. Ain't nobody talking about it anymore. And I like that because now I don't have any spoilers for it. But because most of the time we read indie romance, it takes a while before the audio hits. So this year I want to actually read it when everyone else is reading it. I know. Ew. I know.
This I can't wait to see you do because we suck being on trend.
I'm gonna try.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Trending is really hard when, I mean, baby, I'm not the trending age.
No.
So I'm gonna try. But I also don't like to hear about the books and stuff because I don't read synopsises. So I go into every book blind. So when
the anxiety that gives me.
So when people are talking about it, I go in knowing things. And I don't usually choose to read crazy shit. I just get trapped in it. But to find out something is crazy and I picked it, you got a problem, babe. I don't like to be unhinged on purpose. I mean, I do, but I don't. All right. I don't want to know. Okay? I don't want to know. But this year, I will know. So can y'all keep me on trend?
Oh, okay. And so my last goal, because I want to be consistent, besides being consistent with my reading journal, with my planner and book content, I want to finish my 25 and 25. Here's the thing though, I don't have my whole 25 and 25 picked out because I want to really do it. But as y'all know, last year y'all saw I wrote down 100 books and I was like, there's 100 books I want to read while in 2024, and I read like 3 of those books. Something about telling myself you need to read this don't sit well in my spirit. So I was like, okay, that's fine. When I read it, I'll put there. But that's not the real challenge, right? The real challenge is saying these are the books and you're going to read them. So I was like, you know what? 25 isn't an overwhelming number. And the 3 books I have, well, except for one of them, because I put Long Shot on there by Kennedy Ryan. I know it was on there last year.
I'll bet you read that with you.
Oh, that sounds like accountability.
I'll bet you read that with you tonight.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
But okay, that'll help. Y'all are probably gonna see me cry on camera, so don't judge me.
Okay.
But so if you have any suggestions on what I could add to my 25, because I only have 3 books on there so far.
I'm literally looking like, oh my God, let's read The Wizard. Wicked. Let's read it together.
Okay. I can do Wicked.
Okay.
So we're gonna add Wicked. I'll add Wicked to that. So now,
and that's not a romance.
Now I need 21 more books. So
girl,
please.
I just helped you achieve a goal. If you know, you know. Okay. Wow.
Thank you. So
unlimited. You see how I literally.
So if you have any suggestions on books, please drop them in the comments. It does not have to be romance. It could be anything, but just keep in mind, I'm a real scaredy cat. So if it's horror, you are signing up to read horror with me. So if you recommend horror, just know that you and I are in a current buddy read. I'm going to say, hey, I'm picking up that book. Are you ready? And you better say, let's go. Or what are we doing here? Okay. Other than that, I am down to try I'm down to be open to trying anything. Yep. Open.
I appreciate your honesty.
Because I thought about it and they going to do something real unhinged and I'm going to feel like I have to because I said it.
I appreciate
I don't like that. So please just keep in mind, I'm sensitive, I'm kind, and I cry a lot. So there's that. But I really do want to try and push my limits and, like Suda said, bring that content to you guys. So if you have any suggestions, and if you have any suggestions on how to stay consistent in your planner, also let me know. Let's talk about it. Give me guidance. Thank you. Those are my goals.
Okay, so my next goal is to stay consistent with my Bible study. Baby, That's
in my
fall
faith goal.
off real quick, okay? And I want to stay consistent. I brought a new Bible. I got a 52 weeks women's study edition. Like, I'm doing everything to get consistent. I'm so excited, you guys. So
and
I
it's
feel
really
like
cool too. Sorry to cut you off, but you're 52 week.
Thank you. I just got to do it, right? So I'm really like pushing myself for that.
Excuse me.
Did you not have any more?
No, that's all mine.
Okay, I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try to only buy audiobooks using the 5 credits that I have from Audible. Yes, Nikki.
That's awesome. So you're talking about the 5 credits that you buy?
Yes.
A month.
Yes.
So you only gonna get 6 audiobooks a month.
No,
so that's not including
said,
pre-orders? Or you're not gonna do pre-orders or?
Well, when you pre-order, you use your credit.
Oh, you can't, you don't.
They don't let you buy a pre-order on Audible. I don't know why. That's weird.
Okay.
But they don't let you do that.
Okay.
So, like, if an author releases something on their website, and I really
Or
want
BookFunnel.
it, or because it's on their website,
The
and then that's
BookFunnel.
how you get it from BookFunnel. If I really want it, I'm gonna buy it because I like to support them there versus Audible. Don't get me wrong, I'll buy them on Audible. I'm an Audible girly. I'll have to show you guys my library soon. I love Audible, but if they put it on their website, I want to support them there first. I know it's expensive, and they're putting it out independently,
And they're getting their full they're getting the full proceeds that way by getting it from them.
I rather do it that way. And then I'm going to try to not just be out here buying physical books. I'm going to 2 book events this year. And I want to do my pre-order for March, which is Monica Walters' Boots and Bling. Nikki will insert it somewhere. So she's doing, all the authors so far are doing a pre-order, and I love it and I appreciate it. So I would like to, instead of buying physical books to fill up the shelves here, I would like to pre-order so that when I get there, it's like one less thing I have to worry about.
Yeah. And I want to try and get 1 book from each author.
I'm hoping.
I don't want to try and get more, but
I'm going to try because every
is
time we
drama.
go, it's so much money to bring them back.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping if I pre-order, maybe I won't be like, but what's that? And if I do that, it probably won't be as much because I'm only going where I need to go.
That's true. And we might not luck up and be by a place where we can just buy another luggage like we've had in the past.
Yeah, you just never know, even though I actually planned on just packing another luggage.
I was about to say, unless we do that.
I was thinking, because remember we got that collapsible bag?
Yeah, in Chicago. That was very helpful.
So I was thinking about doing that. My goals aren't that big this year, you guys. They're pretty small. I feel like they're easy to achieve.
Yeah.
I just have to buckle down and do it. Yeah. Like, what are y'all goals?
Yes, let us know. Do you do goals? Are you doing goals? Will you do goals? Let us know all the tea, because I feel like for me this year in particular, I wanted to keep my book goals small and not easy to accomplish, but small, because I really want to focus on the content this year. I feel like we had moments of being strong and great with it and then moments of not. So this year, I just want to really work on my consistency. So that's why another reason I kept my book goal small.
Yeah. I don't think I kept it small because of consistency, because I am consistently reading. I read every day.
I struggled with it last year, really.
I struggled with sharing it. I also struggled with doing, I want to say, new authors last year. I did read some new ones, but not like what I would have liked to. I just kind of stuck to my tried and trues. And as they put out, so I'm hoping to expand on that as well, but I didn't put it in a specific
make it a goal.
I didn't make it a goal. It's going to be a personal thing that I'm going to actively try to do.
Especially, I was going to say, but because a lot of indie authors are starting to put their books on Audible audio more, where I think in the past it has been easier or harder to find new ones because the same people were doing it. More people are doing it now.
And I am so very thankful. So very thankful.
Because of KU, Kindle Unlimited, it's not hard for me to find new authors, but I do want to track it this year. It's also not a goal on my thing, obviously, but I want to support and be for all the girlies and the boys.
Yes. Nikki did get me a book from a male author, so I'm actually really excited.
I can't wait for you to read that. I want to read it too.
But it's a new author to us. He actually lives in Vegas, so I'm actually really excited about this one.
Yes. Stay tuned for the next part where we tell you our social media and personal goals, because we're all about elevation this year. So let's all elevate together.
And please, y'all, thank y'all for being patient for this. Thank y'all so much. But when you see us not doing what we're supposed to do, say, hey, sisters, you're liars. Because you said.
Yes, and we don't want to be liars.
Especially not Nikki, because she gonna cry. She gonna cry.
Because I don't like disappointing people. It's my cross to bear. I'm working on my people-pleasing thing. So, yes, don't make me cry. But hold us accountable, because I do
you know what?
that.
Maybe you should keep on that people-pleasing, because then you probably do what you tell the people.
I should say I want to be more selective with the people I choose to please, because I think certain people take advantage of that. But here we are. Thank you guys for your time.
We hope that you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, ring a ding ding.
Why do you keep going to the wrong side?
Baby, it's my thing. I can go whatever side I want to.
Okay.
When we started the ring a ding ding, she made fun of me.
And no. You made me rehearse doing it, and ever since then, you have not done it the right way.
But didn't you make fun of me when I started?
I didn't make fun of you. I just was like, that's weird.
And now she worried about which way I go. Whatever. Which way do you want to go?
I thought we always went that way.
Because it's your show, okay? Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, ring a ding ding. Bye, y'all.
Send help.